I'm at the Trials Training Center in Tennessee today, and I'm going to help you with your creek riding. When you're walking a creek section, you want to look for the straightest line with the least amount of holes and loose rocks. This one, the best line, looks right down the middle. Even though there are a couple loose rocks to look out for, I can keep a pretty straight shot and then get down these flat rocks and continue on up the creek. As you walk the section, make sure to kick each rock that you plan on riding on to see which ones are going to be solid and which ones are going to be loose. Try to avoid the loose ones, but if you do have to hit one, just try to be light over it and not put any power down on it so it won't spin out and kick you off your line. As you ride through the creek, the rocks are going to knock the bike side to side and try to throw you off your balance. So it helps to have your knees and elbows out a little bit more than you normally would, and that will allow the bike to move side to side without throwing you off your balance and taking a dab. So you have to get used to that loose feeling and allowing the bike to work while you keep your body centered over the middle of the bike. It's important to keep looking forward so you can focus on staying on your line. If you have a tight turn that you're going to hop through, you want to look for a safe place to put the front tire so it doesn't skid or roll on a rock. I'm going to come in here, set my front right in this area. Even though the rocks are loose, they're all pretty small and compact, so I'll have a good grip on my front tire. And then there's actually a little kicker which you always want to look for to help you move the rear tire, move the front tire anywhere you can use the terrain to your advantage. You want to look for that. So this one, I'm going to use this rock to rebound my rear tire over. And you also need to look for a good spot to the rear tire to land, so you can aim for one spot and not land in something loose. Over here we got some rocks that could be hard to hold your balance, so right here you got about a foot to shoot for. As long as I land anywhere in here, I'll be able to land solid and smooth and take off for the next set of rocks. Leaning back slightly will lighten up the front end and keep it from hitting the rocks too hard and getting a big deflection or skidding on the loose ones. For a mellow creek like this that's dry, I usually will stick to first gear unless there's some big rocks, or if it gets wet and slick, then second or third gear will help track a little bit better. If you have to make a turn in a creek, you want to try to keep from just going full lock and turning that way, because the front end is likely to tuck or push and skid on the loose rocks. So you want to lean the bike more than you want to turn the bars and be smooth and look for a smooth line for your front tire so you can keep it moving and keep your momentum up just a little bit so you're less likely to spin and find a new hole. Creeks are a great place to practice because you can make something very difficult without being very dangerous. Just remember to look ahead, be smooth, loose, and maintain your focus. Oh, and have fun.